Hey guys, it's GalaxyGorilla coming at you with some more Songs of Six. So I know you guys are probably wondering, like, why is he at the landing party section again? That is because I went and tried to look through the mod section to see if there was anything cool to add, and I did not realize that installing mods would invalidate where you are on the game. I can't load that save anymore, but well, whatever, it's fine. We're going to just start off with something fresh and, kind of just jump right into it a little bit quicker, less explaining from last time. If you guys do want a quick look, this is what we're looking at for where we live right now. We've got a pretty decent amount of water for our Amevians. We've actually got some nice, like, natural resources around us, too. We are in a warm climate, so we are more geared towards our animals. I'm thinking I'm more going to focus on, having all my agriculture on the left side with like growing plants and stuff, while this open area right side is going to be more built towards, just our industry, and down the middle is where we'll deal with all of our housing. So I'm thinking where we're going to start off is we're just going to pop down right here. There's a lot of nice open space, plenty of the trees, and we're not super far off from, the coastline, so we can get to fishing right away. You know what? Let's go a little further down. Let's pop in right here. Alright, so, as always, we start off with all our resources and stuff. So, if you look down here, there is actually metal, like, right underneath us. So we can actually kind of rush towards that and start, becoming a little more industrious when it comes to, how we're going to be working with, metal and stuff. So first things first, let's throw down a house. Longhouse as always. And so what I found out is you can actually make a larger longhouse. I did not know that. So I think what I'll do is I'll start off with just, I don't know though. I mean, obviously in real life you wouldn't want to share a house with 30 other people, but I mean, I think for the long term we're just going to start off with that first and foremost. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll leave that as that. And remember, warehouses are important. Being able to store your stuff. Your people will be a little bit more happy if they are able to see that, hey, the food that we're going to eat is, there. It's not far away or anything like that. We'll start off with something simple, nice and easy, 6x6. Put in all the crates and stuff. Oh, actually, here, let's try to play around with this a little bit. I did not mean to get rid of that. Oh, be careful about right-clicking. It will get away with your things. Okay, how about this? A nice 10 by 10. Nice big warehouse to start off with to store all of our stuff. And then let's go to max size for our crates. Can we fit 2 of these in here? Does not seem that's the case. But you know what? We don't need to go that hard this early on. Yeah, I think that works. Put a couple of these in here. Fit about 3 of them. Because then, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll get rid of that, and we're going to shrink this down a little bit. How much do I need to shrink this down to make it work? I think about that big. Yeah, beautiful. It's going to cost us a lot of wood, but I think overall it'll be worth it just because this is a lot of free, easy storage space early on. Let's get some doorways popped in. Do like 2 right there, and maybe like 1 right there, and 1 right there. Alright, cool. Insulation is still perfect. And yeah, I know it's going to increase the layout of stuff, but it's important to have a nice warehouse to start off with because, it's where you store all your stuff. You don't want to leave stuff hanging out everywhere. Throw up our fishery. So I found a nice number is like 6x6 because you can fit all of, the auxiliaries without like any issue with that sort of stuff. Alright, we need the fish. Usually, I've actually been playing this a lot lately because I don't know, I've been enjoying it a lot. It's a fun game. But when it comes to building buildings, I have this issue of I tend to make things like way too big, way too fast, and it kind of screws me over because then, like the upkeep for everything tends to be a little too much. But, whew, do you see this? All these little pathways and stuff? This is, like, really nice. Yeah, just extend around here, get all this fish. Connect all of it together. I'm surprised we haven't reached max dimensions yet. I'm sorry if I sound a little nasally. As I mentioned in the Pokemon Unite video, I was, like, very sick for like 4 days straight, and I'm still not like completely better. I am feeling better, but not like 100%. Dude, this is great. This is like, I mean, obviously we're not going to be able to employ everybody like all at once, but still, this is going to be like huge production. All right. As always, we'll need the storage. Rotate that a little bit. Throw up some auxiliaries. Make sure we get this to just 100%. You always want to make sure your stuff is 100% efficient for the simple fact that, it'll produce a lot more. And with that, yeah, perfect. Okay. And that'll produce 10. That is a great amount of fish. We can kind of use that as like a little early constructor and just kind of let everybody go crazy here. I do want to build a well and a, a hearth, but I think I want to have them focus on getting this stuff done more. You know what? Nah, I feel like it's a little too important to have a well and a hearth. Let's do this real fast. Hopefully they'll get it done quick. Do we need a max size hearth? Yeah, why not? It's just like less of something to worry about later on. Okay, so I thought when you constructed it using E, I thought this would be like one big house where everybody slept together, but it is actually 3 separate houses, which I think is pretty nice. And because we have to, make space for all this stuff, we're going to have to cut down the trees anyway, which is going to make it easier for us to get all the wood we need for, constructing the warehouse. Because, the Amevians actually really like mud buildings. So if you build all of your you don't need to like build anything out of wood, because I know like Dondorians like stuff made out of stone, and humans like stuff made out of wood. Same thing with the elves. So if you play as the Amevians, it's a little easier because of everything being able to made out of mud means it's just like less to construct, less to build, all that sort of stuff. Alright, so our focus is getting a little split. Thankfully, they are kind of hunkering down and they're focusing on the more important stuff, like the houses and this. Food isn't like super duper crazy. I do appreciate the fact that the game gives rations to start off with, but if you're not careful, your people will start to starve. Like, I know they give you grain because they want you to grow stuff, but at the same time, like, growing stuff feels kind of bad. I feel like you can't produce enough, especially when it comes to like bread. I tried like the bread lizard playthrough. That was not like super great. Oh, actually, before I forget, and we keep going through, the mod that I downloaded is it's based on a technology mod. It adds in a lot of very cool, very interesting, things for you to use. Like, you've got, like, Amevian specific technologies for the Argonash and the Cantor, the Dondorians, the Crotonians, the humans, Talapi, etc., etc. But it also adds a tech tree for, slavery in specific. So if you like to enslave people, like if you're playing the Garthemis or some of the other races that are more inclined to have slaves, if you have a certain population of slaves, then you can start investing into these technologies and it will just boost it in general. Like, this will boost like clay pits and stuff if you have Dondorians, Balti crawlers if you have Garthemis, and, the fisheries for the Amevians, and etc., etc. We are going to keep our ruler's name as Glizzy. Actually, you know what? No, let's make it better. He is our ruler's name is the Grand Blizzard. And the highest rated name, I believe, was Cheeseland. So, the Grand Lizard is, in fact, the Lord of Cheeseland. Alright, beautiful. So, this is under construction. It's almost cleared out. Nice. It's not going to take us too long to get that done. The houses are almost done, too. And we're actually doing pretty well with the warehouse. Yeah, honestly, this is a pretty good takeoff. So, my plans for this is I'm actually going to release 2 episodes of this per day. So, for example, you guys are going to get the Amevian, episode, which is this. But also on the same day, you're going to get the Garthemis episode. Because the Amevians and the Garthemis are, like, by far my 2 favorite races to play, so I thought why not juggle between both of them just because of how fun they are. And if you look, the houses are actually all done and all set, more or less. This is taking a little bit longer, which is not like a huge deal. We need this done sooner rather than later, but our rations are holding up for now, We don't want to run out of food because, you know, your people get pissy. And honestly, you want to try to keep your people as happy and as loyal as possible for the simple fact of, you know, revolt is not a good thing. You do not want your people angry and leaving. Typically, when I like to play, I'll show you when this gets done constructing. You know, typically I like to let the AI kind of moderate how much goes into, like, how many people are working at a certain area. That is actually not like super great for the simple fact that it can actually, you know, mess with you, because if you do, sometimes the AI is a little crazy and it likes to put in too many people in a place where that many people don't need to be working right now. Because, like, if we go over here, like, right now it has nobody, so I think it'd be solid to set up about two people here. I don't know. I'll leave it at that for now. If you guys have any opinions on that, like, on, you know, actually, like, sort of setting up that stuff, let me know. Alright, that's all set. The houses are good to go. They should be focusing on just constructing the last of the fishery. It is going to eat up our workers, but we could just quickly delegate that. Because with more food production coming in the way, we can start recruiting more people, and, you know, more people equals, you know, more everything. We'll knock this down to 5. That'll leave us with 3 workers. Because how many people want to immigrate right now? 4. You know, I'm willing to authorize it. Let's do it. And let's just go all in with more people. Because we got 2 people here. That means we're producing 9 fish a turn. That's nice. That is more than we're consuming right now, and that's going to let us focus on the next project, which is going to be the, you know, our husbandry. Real quick, let's pause. Let's allocate what we need. We have 42 crates. What do we need to upgrade this? That's actually not a lot. You know, honestly, I've been going a little crazy with, like, building sizes and stuff, so it makes the upgrade proportions, like, crazy, and so it's a lot harder than it really needs to be. Alright, we're going to need meat space, so let's put 5 boxes in meat, 5 boxes in fish, and 5 in eggs, because that's going to be, like, our major food sources from the beginning. Let's do... not 15. Actually, you know what? 15 is fine, and then we'll do 10 for stone. We might lower that to... actually, yeah. We'll do 10 and 10. 10 and 10 for that, and then at this point in time, I don't think we need to worry about anything else. I don't know if we're going to grow any plants just yet. Maybe I should try growing some grain. Or maybe I can start, like, working towards, like, doing cotton, and we could just build straight towards, you know, getting clothes. Because a lot of times when I get into, like, the deeper playthroughs, people start getting pissed if they don't have clothes to wear. I kind of understand, like, yeah, it stinks, you don't have clothes to wear, that sucks, but at the same time, you have food and everything else, so come on, chill out, give me a break. Alright, cool. That is all set. I forgot livestock. Let's quickly allocate 5 for that, because livestock is also going to be, like, huge for us. So I think what we're going to do now is let's head over to here, and let's find... where are they? Yeah, husbandry, the globidins, and let's make a decent-sized pen. I don't want to go, like, super crazy, because then, like, the animals have, like, a hard time, like, filling it up. So let's do something like this. So that's 26. Let's go 26 by... yeah, I think 26 by 10 is a good way to start off. We'll throw the gate up here in the middle just so it's easier for the people to get to. Yeah, right smack dab in the middle, and then we're going to set up some huts. Let's do one big hut in the corner, and that's going to get us perfectly right to 100%. We do have 14 livestock, so hopefully that will be enough to just completely fill this up, because these pastures produce not only, you know, meat and eggs, but they also do produce more livestock, so in a sense, like, you can use livestock to get more livestock sort of situation. So when it comes to setting up these, for those of you guys who like to play this game, and, you know, hopefully I have inspired some of you to, you know, give it a try. It is a lot of fun. What's actually really crazy about the demo of this game, I don't know if you know this, but the demo of the game is, like, the previous patch. So, like, you know, the main patch right now is V66, and I'm playing on the beta patch for V67. if you do download the demo, it's going to just be V65. So it's like, yeah, you're a patch behind, but at the same time, you're still getting to experience like a vast majority of the game, which I think is like crazy. The guy's super generous for even like doing that. Let's get some more people in here. Let's go. Yeah, we'll get right at 20. Because that's only 7 out of 11. Because then like we've got more people to finish this. And then once this is like I want this done like now ASAP because like the stuff in here is unfortunately starting to spoil and we don't want the farms to take too long to fill up with animals. So let's try to get this done ASAP and then I can assign some more people to the fishery. Cuz how many people can work here? Is it I believe it's 10? 10 max? Yeah, something like that. All right, I got you. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, all right. It's almost cleared, and we should have. Yeah, we have more than enough wood for that. And then, okay, we're kind of like rocketing pretty well so far. I believe when you get to 30, that is when you are considered a big enough nation to get a laboratory. Because when it comes to like setting up and designing this sort of stuff, I like to mostly focus on like upgrading just like how much you're producing in terms of like food, because more people means more like researchers and all of that sort of stuff. So I would always recommend trying to, upgrade your sources of food, but also trying to keep in mind and upgrading or, your conservation. The less stuff spoils, the less stuff you'll need to make. That's kind of like the biggest issue you'll have for a while. Because, like, I mean, if you look over here, uh, we're gaining, but we're also, like, a lot of this is, spoiling inside as the months go by. So always try to, upgrade that as quick as possible. And then, so the way we're going to set this up is this middle section here is going to kind of act as like a plaza. And we're going to set up nice long lines of houses for everybody to live in. And then, like, you just come out of your house and then, boom, you're right at the plaza. Can I actually, like, easily add on more houses to this? Actually, yeah, you can. So, hold on, Q. It isn't one big long thing, but I wouldn't want to, like, kick people out of their homes for that sort of thing. So maybe what we can do is something like this, where we'll set up like 4 rows of homes, like one right here, one down here, one over there. I didn't think about this too much because this actually kind of conflicts with where the pasture is, so maybe not. Unfortunately, I really love everything being symmetrical and looking good, so if that doesn't happen, I get a little frustrated, because I feel like everything looks ugly and isn't working. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that there for now. Let's see how this is going. This needs 17 animals, and we only have about 10 or so. Okay, we have about 12. That's not bad. That can fill up pretty quickly. This I will let the AI handle. The pastures I usually let the AI touch upon. And then we'll stick the 2 more people in here. And then we'll just have like a lot of fish, a lot of food. This is going to be a little slow to start because, we're going to need to fill up all the animals and stuff. But eventually it's going to start working out pretty well. Okay, we don't want the grain to... I guess I could try it. It's something a little different, not really like what I'm used to doing. So, I mean, maybe the grain could be like useful. So here, let's pause a little bit. Let's make some adjustments. I would like to move the throne just to somewhere else and get it out of the way. Actually, when it comes to houses and stuff... Alright, so here, first things first. Let's not get off track. Let's take the throne, and we're just going to stick it over here. I just need it out of the way for now. When it comes to having odd jobbers, try to have at least, like, a couple, just because it's nice to have, people to run around and do things when you need it. And then once that's done, I'm going to have them just dismantle this whole building, just because we don't need it anymore. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of that. And then we're going to just start setting up this as, like, a nice little plaza for everybody to live in and sit down in. Because if you think about it, let's grab some roads. Let's do from here straight out forward to here, and then here to there, and then this will extend down to where the other housing section is. People do like to walk on roads. I mean, it makes sense. You probably don't want to like walk through like all the dirt and stuff, but at the same time, the Emevians do like a special type of road called crystal water, and that seems kind of hard to reach to. How much food are we making right now? We're making a lot of food. We could probably immigrate in with some more people. Yeah, go for all 7. Yeah, there you go. It's not 30, it's 25. You get to become an emir, which lets you, you know, start doing research and stuff. We're not going to get to that point just yet, but I am trying my best to find, like, the best sort of, like, plaza place to live in. So, let's get some more houses going. Rotate that a little bit. And then we will put that about... Yeah, I think right there is good. Let them go ahead and build that. Let them go ahead and finish the plaza. We are going to quickly dismantle these just because we do want to, you know, reposition them a little bit. So let's take the hearth and let's make this a center building. Like right in the middle of everything is just the hearth. Everybody gets to sit comfortably and stay warm. Do I want to go down a little bit further? Because this can fit 40 people to it, so we will eventually need a second one. Okay, yeah, let's pop one right there. And let's also put one... No, I'm thinking too extravagant. I gotta slow down. I gotta... I always get it stuck in my head. Oh, everything has to look perfect. I don't know if I like where the wells are placed. Okay, no. This has to be moved. Alright, yeah, that's perfect. Alright, hearth right there. And then let's get the wells going. I would like... I think 4 is good. 1 for each corner. Okay, beautiful, nice. Alright, we'll let them work on that first. Let them get that done. We do not want 9 more people right now. I will take the 30. I think the 30 is fine. Because that leaves nobody as homeless. Everybody's got a place to stay. Alright, alright. Okay, okay, looking good so far. I'm liking it. Let's quickly take roads and let's fill in anything that is non-roaded right now. Make sure everything looks good. Might as well just fill that in. And then I think we'll leave this one here. I think that's fine to not touch upon. So there is about 1. Okay, let's build one more house section, and then we can move on from there. Rotate that a little bit. And then... yeah, perfect. Okay. Alright, nice. We got a cool little, like, little town square here. Everybody gets to live together. We're all comfortable. So, let's go ahead and do this. I know people get a little upset if they don't have any sort of, you know, food stalls. They like that sort of stuff. It makes sense. Let's go ahead and make one... yeah, about yay big. I think yay big's fine. And then... we'll eat a little bit bigger. Ah, that's a little too big. I did not mean to go through all that. My bad. Yep, go ahead and do that. And then just shrink the extra stuff right there. We can add another one later if we need to. Do we want to set up some decorations? I know people usually like lighting, so, I mean, it might be smart to pop that down. But before we do any of that, I think it actually might be a little bit better to build up and set up a janitor really quickly. We're gonna need to move this here. Let's pop the janitor right here. I think that'll be good. Do I want the janitor here? I think that always comes down to like one of some of the hardest decisions is like I want to put things in certain areas, but then I kind of don't really like where it ends up being. Like I kind of want to push these houses backwards a little bit because I feel like they're just in a weird place and it doesn't fit well. I think I'm being a little too nitpicky on some of these things, but I think we'll set up that next stuff next time. If you guys are enjoying this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. GalaxyGorilla out.